So are you excited? Premiere tonight? How does it feel?
It kind of gives me jitters, I guess. It's a really good movie, and I'm glad to be a part of it. And I guess starting to talk to people who've seen the film already, and like, my favorite character. It's like, all right, what's gonna happen?
The movie premiered at Sundance,
Yes.
and it got amazing reviews.
I was reading all the reviews, and my heart was beating because like I know somebody got something to say, and then I didn't see not one bad review, and it's scary. That scares you kind of like, all right, let me see what the internet trolls. Somebody got to say something, but everybody's been really excited about the movie. Jordan did a good job of just making an all-around good movie. It's not just a horror film to me; it's a thriller. It's funny. It's action-packed. It's mentally here we go. The sounds is great. Jordan Peele is for this to be his first directorial debut is a genius, man.
There was a VIP audience member at Sundance. Did you hear about that?
Yes, I know who was there. Lil Obama was there. What did anybody ask her what she thought of the movie?
I heard she loved it.
For real? I wonder who she thought her favorite character was.
Probably you. How does it feel to be the comic relief in a very intense movie?
It feels great. It's a great look for a comedian actor for your first film to stand out. There's nobody else doing nothing, so it's on me. If I don't laugh, it's all on me. It's my fault. I don't want to take the L on that, but so far I've been taking W's because Jordan let me really be myself and bring my type of energy to the film.
And you're also like the voice of the audience. You're the one
Yes.
saying, "Don't go in there, leave."
And it's an honest voice. It ain't like it's just like, don't do it. It's like, brother, look, check this out. And I got my facts from whatever I get my facts from, A&E, YouTube, whatever. Rod, I didn't create my own Rod brain, but it's amazing to be the voice of the people. And I literally saw one of the screeners, and like people were saying the same exact stuff that Rod would say, and as soon as he said it, like, yes, Rod.
So this is the premiere, but there was a surprise screening at Sundance.
Yes, and
what were people saying about it?
It was an incredible experience for me. It's midnight. It's a very funky time to see a movie. Everybody loves Jordan. Everybody was very psyched to see what he had come up with. And I'm telling you, man, it's incredibly hard to direct a movie. It's incredibly hard to direct a low-budget movie. And it is virtually impossible to direct for the first time. And I've never seen any director hit it out of the park with such an original piece of work as Jordan did on this. It's incredibly impressive. I'm really happy I was able to be a part of it.
And what were people saying when they left Sundance? They loved it.
There was a very positive reaction. You will not see another movie like this. One that is joyously a horror film. It's a thriller. It's incredibly funny, and it's actually about something. It's a very weird mix. You don't. It's not your run-of-the-mill flick.
And everyone knows Jordan for comedy, and
Yes.
this is not comedy. So
It's not a flat-out comedy. There are incredible comic elements. Lil Rel is off the charts, but there is underneath the horror. I see this with a lot of really impressive, creative people that Jordan has. There's this joy underneath it while he's setting up a horror sequence, while he's setting up the tension and the thriller elements of it. It's really impressive.
I love it.
I'm bitter. My heart is the size of a raisin. I hate everything, and I love this.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay.
So it's the premiere.
It's a premiere.
There was a secret screening at Sundance.
Yes.
What was the reaction?
I was not there because they thought we would ruin the surprise. So being a very dutiful guardian of surprises, I was not present. The reaction was a lot of texts that I woke up to the next morning. I tried to stay awake. I made it to like 2:30 in the morning, and then I was like, this is ridiculous. The movie's just started. I don't think I can do it. But the reaction was really positive. And then 16 reviews later, we're at 100 on Rotten Tomatoes, and I feel like, I don't know, it's very crazy and exciting. And it's just, when I texted Jordan the morning after Sundance, I was like, people not only are liking it, but they're getting it. They're getting all of the stuff that we wanted them to see in it, and that we worked so hard to layer into it. And you just never know if that's going to happen. There could be a movie that's like full of symbolism and larger social issues, and all of it just goes over the heads of the people in the audience because it's not well executed. Not because the audience is dumb. It's our job to make it palatable and understandable. So I was really, really excited.
Everyone knows Jordan for comedy, but now he's directing his first movie for horror. It's your first movie. How was it working with him?
It was so much fun. I loved learning that horror has been his secret favorite genre always. That's an amazing thing to know about him now. And I'm really excited to see, oh, there he is with Chelsea. I'm really excited to see what he does next. I hope I am involved. That would be very fun. Mostly he's just like the best guy. He's a really good person. He's really collaborative and generous and attentive. And I trust him so much. We all did. I mean, this is my first movie, so to put my image basically to the widest audience I'll reach yet in his hands with this movie, I trust him a lot.
What do you think? What do you hope audiences are saying when they walk out?
I hope they're just like talking a mile a minute about each other, like, oh, and then when this happened, this is what was happening. It's one of those movies that you get to like relive once you know everything that goes on, which is why it's such a good second viewing. It's a different movie.
Totally.
It just feels totally different.
Totally agree. Thank you very much.
Have
a good night.
Thank you.
Time, but I'm very happy to be at the premiere.
And there was a VIP person I heard watching in the audience at Sundance.
There was a young Obama in the audience, and I actually went up and introduced myself. I was very happy to see her. I didn't get a reaction afterwards, but I think she liked it.
We'll just say she liked it.
She loved it.
Jordan's obviously well known for comedy. What made you trust him to direct horror?
There's a lot of parallels between horror and comedy, the timing of a joke or a scare, and there's actually a lot of comedy in good horror movies, so there's actually a lot more crossover than you would think between those two things.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So it's the premiere.
It's the premiere.
But it's not the first time audiences are going to see this movie. There was a super secret screening at Sundance.
Mm-hmm.
What was the reaction?
The reaction was awesome. This is the type of movie you want to see in a theater. It's specifically designed to get audible like gasps, laughs, screams, cheers, and so seeing it in front of the crowd at Sundance was just like it was a dream come true because it worked. It worked.
And you wrote it, and you directed it. It must have just been like, oh.
It was, yeah. I mean, it's just like it's my baby. It's like, it's hitting me now that this is like right now is the dream I've had since I was 13 years old, and I'm so lucky that I've gotten some great breaks, and I've been able to meet some talented people like Daniel Kaluuya right here, the whole cast, everybody that supported this thing and trusted me, because let me tell you, if this thing went wrong, it goes really wrong. So it took an entire collaboration to pull this one off.
Why is your baby horror when everyone associates you with comedy?
Because I'm a psychopath. I don't know. I was so afraid of horror when I was a kid. I was so afraid of the dark. At some point I was like, maybe when I was 13, I said, something that affects me this deeply has to be something I respect, and it has to be, something special. There's something special there. And so, I've always wanted to wield fear the way that, we do laughter on Key and Peele.
But this is more than a horror movie, much more. How would you describe it?
I call it a social thriller. It's really, the monster in this movie is us. It's human beings, and I'm so inspired by like movies like The Stepford Wives and Rosemary's Baby, and movies that are really psychological and it's going somewhere awful, but you don't know where it's going, and then by the end it's madness.
So it's the premiere.
Yes.
But there was a secret screening at Sundance. How
Yes.
did audiences react? And how did it feel?
Wasn't there, so I didn't know. So I wasn't there. So because basically they were like, if we was around, it would have let the secret out. So they were like, oh, me and Allison kind of stay at home. And then, but I text Jordan, and I was like, how did it go? And he sent me a screen grab of the Rotten Tomatoes page, and it was like 100%. I was like, oh, great. there's not really any words for that. So he said it went really well. And then I had a friend that was there, and she said it got received really well. So it's really exciting.
Most people know Jordan for comedy. This is horror.
Yeah.
Why do you think Jordan did horror? How was it working with him?
I was a massive horror fan, and also I think it's great he's using this genre to say what he needs to say, so that people come to see it and they can see it as a cinematic experience, but also listen to the messages that he's trying to transmit to the audience. And Jordan's amazing. He's so collaborative. He's so open, and he's a cool guy. He's a really cool guy.
This movie has a lot to say. It's not just a horror movie.
Yeah, it has a lot to say about race relations in the United States of America. And I think that will resonate around the world. And that's what's really exciting about it, is that everyone knows that feeling when you're going to a place and you feel like other, and you feel isolated, and you feel weird, and you feel alone, and you don't feel like you have the right to feel that way because people are seemingly being nice, but they're actually making you feel really weird. So that's what's really exciting.